One of the best reasons to operate within the crypto space is the opportunity to earn passive income. After all, who doesn't like making money while they sleep? But frequently we find out to get started in this, the hardware is super expensive, or by the time you get your hardware, the earnings just aren't worth it anymore. Now, a little while back, I heard about one passive income opportunity that everybody was raving about, and that was the Helium 5G hotspot. But I had questions. How much was the device? How much was it going to earn? How long would it take me to ROI? Once I do ROI, is it worth getting another one to keep earning more? I've got answers to all those questions and so much more today. But I've got some tips and tricks I'm going to share with you, including how to boost your returns and even how to get started with absolutely zero money out of pocket. All that's in today's video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, before we go down the rabbit hole of numbers and earnings, let's understand what exactly does the Helium 5G hotspot do? I mean, after all, if it doesn't have a true utility case, then it's built on just hype, and we know hype will never survive. The great thing is the 5G hotspot is actually a data offloader for the Helium cell phone plan. Now, a lot of you have been following me for a while, and you know that my entire family has moved to Helium cell phone plan, and we're getting paid every day by taking our phone for a walk because it tests out the network. So even though it's only $20 a month for an unlimited line, taking my phone for a walk, I have not paid a cell phone bill in 5 months. That's right. But how does that fit with a 5G hotspot? Well, it's really simple. If you're running a 5G hotspot, you're getting paid for proof of coverage. But also, every time one of those cell phones passes through your region, some of the data that cell phone is utilizing is offloaded onto the hotspot. That removes that traffic from the cell phone towers. That means the cell phone towers have to work less, the cell companies have to work less, and you're getting paid for doing that work for them. Okay, so now that we understand why we're getting paid for running a Helium hotspot, let's go find out exactly how much we can earn. To do that, I'm going to use this app here called Helium Geek. Now, I like using this app because it not only breaks it down by day and month, but also lets me see what I've earned from proof of coverage as well as data offloads. So let's get into it. So the first thing we have to do is open the Helium on Geek app. And as you can see, I have the hotspot skinny ceramic bat. So let's go and open that guy up. And it gives me all the data information I want to know. And goes down, tells me that the radio is running good, covering 1 hex. Oracle boosting multiplier is 1.0. Now that reward multiplier is super critical. And to find out what the reward multiplier in your area would be, simply go to the planner website. And I'll put a link in the description down below. But from here, as you can see, I've zoomed into Boise, Idaho, and that's my little hotspot right there, that little blue dot. But what I really want you to pay special attention to is these purplish hexes. See how some are a brighter purple and some are more of a gray? Well, the brighter purple it is, the higher reward multiplier you get. And there are some places in the world that have excess of 10x multipliers. Those are some really hot spots that they really want to get people set up in. But as you can see, my hotspot is setting right here in the middle of a fairly bright purple hex. That means I've got a 1.0 multiplier. That's a good thing. So do a little bit of research before you decide to buy a hotspot. So now that we understand where that 1x multiplier comes from, let's go find out how many rewards we earned. So if we scroll down a little bit further, we can see the reward section. Now this is broken down into daily or monthly. Now you have to use the daily for the month you're currently in because it will not pass to the monthly chart until that month is complete. So we're towards the end of July, but it's not done yet. So if we go into the daily, this is going to show me what I've earned in the last 28 days or the month of July. As you can see, it started out pretty low. I was averaging about 600 to 800 tokens per day. But then it did some parabolic spike. Why is that? The simple explanation, this reward boost is all thanks to HIP 113. Now, as the network has evolved, they realized that the CBRS radios are not able to effectively offload data from the cell phones. The hotspots, however, are. So they've reduced the rewards for the CBRS radios and passed those earnings on to the Helium hotspots that are actually able to offload the cell phone data. That gives a huge boost to everyone who's operating a hotspot. And I gotta tell you, thanks to HIP 113, I just ordered a second hotspot and it'll be here this weekend. Best of all, I did it with no money out of pocket. How did I do that? Stay tuned to the end and I'll let you know. But let's dive back into the rewards. So during the month of July, I was able to earn 37,282 mobile tokens. Now, if we go back to the monthly rewards, we can see that in the month of June, we earned 43,470 mobile tokens. In May, we earned 23,998. April, 21,952. March, 29,049. And in February, when we just began, 6,681. Now that brings our grand total of mobile tokens earned so far to 162,431. Now if we take that total amount of mobile tokens and multiply it by the price of a mobile token today, which is 0.001398, gives us a total value today of $227.08. Now, if we paid $250 for the miner, that means we have not attained ROI yet. But here's a little secret. I actually reached ROI back at the end of May. How did I do it, you might ask? Well, to do that, we got to go back and look at the price chart of the mobile token. So here we are in TradingView looking at the mobile token price to USD. Now, as you can see, I've broken up each month and then calculated out the average value during that month. So in the month of February, the value of the mobile token averaged out to $0.0035 per token. Now, we know that our hotspot went online February 17, 2024. And during the month of February, we earned 6,681 mobile tokens. Now, if we multiply that by the average value of the mobile token for that month, gives us a return of $23.38. Now, in March, we know that we earned 29,049 mobile tokens. The average token price for March was $0.0046 per token, because as you see, it did a huge spike. That gave us a value of $133.62. Then in April, we had a total amount of 21,952 mobile tokens. The average token price dropped significantly to $0.0026. That gave us a return of $57.07 for the month of April. Then in May, we earned 23,998 mobile tokens. The token price was down a little bit more for the month of May to $0.0018. That gave us a return of $43.19. Now, by the end of May, we've already reached our ROI because up until that point, we've already sold out $257.26. So as you can see, selling along the way has really helped the returns on this. Now, in the month of June, we earned 43,470 mobile tokens. The price continued to go down, except for we had one huge green spike. Now, had you held on for these months and sold up here, would have been even better, but we didn't. We just sold every day. So based on the average price, we earned $52.16. Then in the month of July so far, we've earned 37,282 mobile tokens. So far, the average price is $0.0015 per token, giving us an average return of $55.92. That means total up to this point, we have earned $365.34. That means we're over $100 in profit as we sit right now. And more importantly, if the rewards continue as they have been over the month of July, that means we're going to be averaging over $50 a month in profit. That's right. Not a bad deal. Now that we've done a complete breakdown of my hotspot adventure so far, I want to make sure to point out some really important news that might affect your decision to get involved with Helium Hotspot. First of all is a HIP 113. Now, we talked about this earlier in the video, and we're already seeing boosted rewards. Next thing, Helium just announced they are opening up Mexico to Helium hotspots. That's right. Check out the country of Mexico. There are very few hotspots running. But something really exciting, see these bright purple dots? Let's go take a look at one of those. So if we look here in the city of Leon, see all this pink area? Let's click on that and check that out. 10 times boosted return. That's right. There are several locations in Mexico where they're going to give you 10-time return for setting up a hotspot in one of these pink areas. Now, that might be just a huge benefit to that. Now, the next thing is one that you've all been waiting for, which is, how did I get my hotspot for no money out of pocket and get it earning? Well, here's the secret. I actually found out that on Amazon, you can get both the indoor and the outdoor hotspot for the exact same price as you would off the website. But here's the kicker. Not only do you pay the same amount, you can actually get an extended warranty for 3 or 4 years. That way you don't have to worry about your investment. Second of all, if you go with an Amazon Visa card, you can actually pay for the indoor hotspot in 6 equally monthly payments. That's $42 a month. That's right. We already said that July we're going to make $55. So I'm going to get my hotspot, pay the $42 a month until it's paid off in full, which is 6 months. By then, it will have paid for itself. I never paid a dime out of pocket, and literally all of it comes from profit. Now, for the outdoor hotspot, it's broken up in 12 equally monthly payments, which is still $42. So I'm paying $42 a month. I can get the extended warranty. I'm getting it shipped directly right here from Helium Mobile. As you can see, it's the exact same device. The trick is I don't have to come up with $500 to start making passive income. Now, just when you think that's all you need to know, there's one more critical piece of information I know several of you are waiting for, and that is, how do you boost your hotspot rewards? Well, to understand that, we got to look at a couple different pieces and understand how they incorporate together. First of all, is you've got to run the Helium cell phone plan. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If we look here at the Helium planner, all the way around my house is dark gray. It has the 0.4 returns, as you can see right here. But if you look right here where my house is, I have a full 1x return. That's because we actually have the Helium cell phone plan. They're going to reward more to the hotspots that are in areas that have cell phone devices regularly. So if you want to boost your returns, sign up for the Helium cell phone plan. That's going to eventually boost your hex up and give you better returns. Now, another way to boost those returns is once you do have the Helium cell phone plan, before you go to bed every night, plug in your cell phone. Then simply open up YouTube. From here, start watching Live from Space. It gives you some great relaxing music, and it's constantly running data all through the night. Your phone's on the charger, it's not going to die, and when you wake up, it'll be fully charged. You're listening to relaxing music, helping you get a good night's sleep, and you're downloading data through your hotspot. So, all the way around, it's a win-win scenario. So we've come to that time. I think I've shared all the information I've learned through my adventure in the Helium hotspot. But I'll put links in the description down below to all the information I've shared with you so you can do your own research. Because as I always say, don't listen to me, don't listen to anybody else. Do your own research and decide for yourself what's right for you. But if you have enjoyed this content and you want to see more, do me a huge favor. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button because I'm going to keep bringing you the best crypto information I can. I want to thank you very much for your time. And until next time, have a great night.